It don't even cost anything. Amen. Some of you would sell me out for the right price, $2. You asked, I told you. You see, one thing we've got to understand, amen, is that while they're doing long-range planning, they will calculate. They will plan. They may say, I won't get my harvest today, but I'll reap from this about 20 years from now. When you begin to say, I ain't got 20 years to wait. Show me where to sign on the dotted line. Amen. See, we sell out too quickly. Amen. Someone says, amen, I'll give you $50,000 for your talent. Amen. Just sign this for 10 years. Wow. I have $50,000 for. Where? 10 years. 10 years. They give me $50,000. 10 years. But if you thought generationally, you say, no. 10 years, that's not going to work. Why not? Because 10 years, 50,000 is no money. I'm insulted. As a matter of fact, 10 years from now, $1 million is not even a lot of money. $1 million is really not a lot today. Amen. You can blow $1 million in a year. Ask me, I know some folks that did. Amen. Some of you can blow it in a week. What are you saying? There's no thought, there's no thinking generationally. Now, when you think generationally, you begin to say, now, if I'm going to be committed to you for 10 years, what happens beyond the 10 when I'm stale and old? Well, you won't be old in 10 years. No. If I've tied myself to you for 10 years, I couldn't go to college, couldn't go to school. That means I had to give all of myself to you. Now, after that is over, say, I know I'm doing these dance steps now, but I won't be able to move this way at 44. What happens then? What kind of cut will be done, amen? Can I get all of the royalties, amen, and a higher percentage when the 10 years is up just to maintain me from now until, and then something that my great-grandchildren will begin to get because you're just going to beat this body and voice up? I'm trying to get you to think generationally. Amen. When we were getting ready to look at a piece of property, we were getting ready to go into an agreement to buy. We thought we were buying the building. We thought we were buying. They said, no, you're only buying a lease. What? Someone said, well, you ain't got anything to worry about because you're going to purchase it for 90 years. You won't be here 90 years. I said, my grandchildren will. Well, you'll be gone. You'll be done enjoyed it. Yeah. But my grandchildren say, what a fool Daddy was. He was a real fool. Now we got to sit here and talk with these folks about how can we buy, and now they want $10 million for it. No, excuse me, $1 billion for it 90 years later. And if Daddy just would have tried to buy out not only the lease but buy the building, are you following what I'm saying? Said it was $1 billion. Yes, but he was so stupid because he could have brought the whole thing for $10 million back then. Are you seeing where I'm taking your minds generationally? That's why I want you to understand that you're giving for generations. That's why we take every message, put it in a book, because we want it to surface in future generations. Some of you will not appreciate these works, but your children will. Some of your children look and say, you set up under this and you ain't do any better than what you did? My God. See, it's difficult to teach an old dog that never learned how to sit at a command and tell him to sit. Amen. Let's go on.
You must keep your eye and thoughts on the female and the offspring of the horse and the nigger.
Now, Lois, you must keep your eyes and thought where?
On the female.
So everybody find a lady and say they're keeping their eye on you. The female and the offspring. That baby hears the female voice and feel her thoughts before that baby will hear the man's voice. Continue on, it gets a little painful.
A brief discourse in offspring development will shed light on the key to sound economic principles. Pay little attention to the generation of original breaking, but concentrate on future generations.
What is it? Concentrate on what? See, when they brought your ancestors over on the ships, they didn't concentrate on them. While they were looking at my ancestors, they were looking at Bishop Jordan in their womb. I don't think many of you are seeing it. And see, some of us have shook hands with the enemies, but we did not understand what we were shaking hands with. And hear me. That's why I'm not so excited about integration, because when they start to infiltrate, they start to weaken. Check it out. The agenda starts to change. Amen. Where your agenda was economics, see, they'll get you on these little side distraction trips. Amen. Where you were going to the table originally for economics. Amen. You were going there because you were dealing with a deal. And you says, I'm going there, and our objection, everybody, is to get $100 million. You got that $100 million. They say, yeah, $100 million, $100 million. And so the oppressor sitting there and saying, well, listen, we want to help you get your $100 million. We understand the issue is $100 million. But while you're sitting there with the $100 million, they says, you know what? They're not treating you right. Let's just do a civil rights suit for discrimination. So let's just get over here and get them on a discrimination card. Okay, well, I know it ain't fair. What about the $100 million? No, don't worry about that. Let's just get them here, and let's show them where they're wrong here, and then we're going to get them so they can just treat you right. Now, what they've done is moved you away from the real issue to get you talking about who like who over here and who don't want, and then they send you on this rabbit trail. And now you found this whole $100 million, they still got you, and you didn't end up with the $100 million. See, that's the same thing that happened, amen. Even when you look at South Africa, the issue was the land. All of a sudden, you don't hear much talk about the land, talking about rights. Just treat us right. But if you own the land, you'll have your rights. If you get the $100 million, you have your rights. And see, what we went to sign pieces of papers for rights. But where is the wealth? Write this down. When you have wealth, you'll have rights. When you have wealth, you have rights. Let's stop picking over institutions saying, you know, they're racist. True. Can you buy them out?
Right. That's right.
See, if you can own them, then you can tell them to go. So we're just removing you. Amen. You don't need to get in a prayer closet and say, we're going to try to pray them away. You don't need to go on a 10-day fast, 20-day, 40-day fast, amen, 75-day fast, turn my plate down for God to move them. No. Go get some wealth and buy them out. Tell them, hello, bye, I'm the new owner. God bless you. Amen. Continue on reading there.
Therefore, if you break the female mother, she will break the offspring in its early years of development.
Did you hear that? If you break the female mother, she will do what? See, women, you don't even realize the power that you have. Continue on.
And when the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver it up to you, for her normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process.
Now, when you break the female mother, she'll offer the offspring, the offspring in its early years in development, amen. She will break the offsprings herself, and then she'll take the offspring and offer it back unto the oppressor. Amen. Now you be good to Mr. Charlie. Would you please, when you go to Mr. Charlie, you say Mr. Because Mr. Charlie's gonna help us get out of here. What about Daddy?